Good afternoon, everyone. Please, can you confirm if you can all hear me in the chat box? Can you all confirm if you can hear me in the chat box? Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, please, I need confirmation that you can all hear me. Please, can you confirm in the chat box that you can hear me? Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Today's session promises to be another very insightful session that speaks basically about the benefits of implementing insurance for your business and developing contingency plans for your business. Would all agree with me that the effect of the COVID-19 had a whole lot of effects on a whole lot of businesses that didn't have um, backup plans for their businesses, and it's brought about, a whole lot of businesses closing down. Not just the COVID-19, we have instances of the NSAS events that happened just after the COVID-19, and we also the effect that had on a whole lot of businesses. So today we'll be speaking on developing the contingency plans for your business and the benefits of insurance, of implementing insurance in your business. So, but just before we start the session proper, I would like to crave indulgence for us to, be patient for like 10 minutes. So we start the session proper by 12:15. This will enable others that are, still planning to join the session so that we can start the session proper. But while we wait, I'd like for us to, get into the chat box, introduce yourselves, let us know where you are joining us from. Because we've had instances of people joining us, not just from Lagos, we've had people join us even from outside Nigeria. So we'd like to know where you're joining us from, what local government are you joining us from? If you're in Lagos, if you're not in Lagos, what state are you joining us from? And also, state in the chat box what you do, what business do you do? You never can tell. You might find your fellow business owners that you can network with, and that might take your business to the next level. So um, we'll be starting the session proper by 12:15. Thank you. Welcome, Kanaya from Lagos, Agege. We are into food processing. Welcome. Welcome to today's session. I can see Kanaya. I want to believe that we have other participants on this session. Please take this opportunity to network while we wait for others to join us. Thank you. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session. Please can you confirm that you can hear me in the chat box? Please, we need today's session to be very, today's session promises to be a very insightful session. So please can you all confirm that you can hear me in the chat box? Thank you, Mr. Kanayo. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome once again. Thank you, Olabi Ahmed, for confirming. Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome once again to today's session. Today's session promises to be a very educative and insightful session where today we're speaking on developing contingency plans, the benefits of insurance, the benefits of implementing insurance. I'm not just implementing just any insurance, the right insurance for your business. And we've got on board today one of our partners from AXA Mansard that will be taking us through today's session. And trust me, you do not want to miss this one bit. Now, you can all agree with me that we also the effect that, like I said earlier when I started the session, you can all agree with me that we saw the effect of COVID-19 and the NSAS protest on a whole lot of businesses here in Lagos State. Using Lagos as a case study, we saw how the COVID-19 affected a whole lot of businesses, and um, a whole lot of businesses did not have the right plan or the right contingency to help fall back on when, for example, a lot of shops were being looted, a lot of shops were being burnt down, and a lot of people suffered losses that could have been preventable if they had put in place the right, plan and the right contingency for their business to ensure that all of the things that were suffered were already, plans already made and put in place to help cushion the effect of such unfortunate events. We all don't pray for, we all don't pray for mishaps to happen to any of our businesses, but then at the same time, um, it's also going to be wise for us to, put the necessary plans in place to ensure that peradventure any mishap comes up, you um, are well equipped and you're well prepared to ensure that you are making the effect of all of these mishaps. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session. My name is Omotayo Akinwumi. I'm the Business Support Officer here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. And I'm very sure a lot of us know about the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, but I'll be taking us through what the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund is and what we offer here at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund is for the benefit of those that might be joining us for the first time and might have just come across this session on probably our social media platforms and would like to know more about LSCTF and what we do here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. So the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund was implemented to help cushion the effect of unemployment here in Lagos State. And one of the things that we do that will help, you know, facilitate this is we provide access to finance for business owners here in Lagos State. Now, notice I said Lagos owners here in Lagos State. That is, you don't need to be a Lagos indigene uh, for you to enjoy some of the programs that we have on offer here at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. All you need to do is be a resident of Lagos State. So as long as you live in Lagos State, you can have access to some of these opportunities now. Like I said, we provide access to finance and we have them in three categories. We have the MES, which is the micro enterprise startup. We have the ME, which is the micro enterprise, and then we have the SME. So with the range of the category of loans you can access from all of these categories are for the MES, you can access between 50,000 and 250,000. For the ME, you can access 50,000 to 500,000, and for the SME, you can access 501,000 to 5 million naira. So we operate a single digit interest rate, which is 9%, and as long as you are a resident in Lagos State, you must ensure that you have evidence that you're a resident in Lagos State. And in order for you to show this, you must ensure that you have your LASRA. You must also ensure that you have your tax, your bank statement, 6 months bank statements. Ensure that you have your BVN, your ATM, your passport photograph. Now you can walk into any local government close to you. We are in all local governments in Lagos State. Walk into any of the local governments, you find our office, the Lagos Employment Office in all local governments in Lagos State. Walk into any of our offices at the local government, you'll find our officers there that will be on hand to attend to you. Now, we don't only just offer the loans, we have our employability programs where we offer training programs to Lagos residents that are within the ages of 18 to 35. So if you would like to acquire either digital skills you like to acquire, you know, maybe you like to learn construction, like to learn acquire fashion skills, beauty skills. All of these are available under our employability programs. Then we also have our business support programs. I am an officer at where we provide access to market opportunities for business owners here in Lagos State. We also provide um, free business registrations to Lagos residents, business owners in Lagos State. We also provide capacity building opportunities such as the one that we are on today. We have our advisory sessions, we have our master classes and our webinars. So if you would like to know all of the programs on hand, you do not want to miss out on any of our programs, please do follow us on Lagos State Employment Trust Fund on all our social media platforms. Trust me, and turn on your post notifications so that for every program and for every programs that we have ongoing, you don't miss out on any one of them. We have our Lagos Innovate programs also ongoing. Our workspace vouchers are currently open, so you can apply for them so that you don't miss out on any of these programs that we have on offer here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. So we go into the session that we'll be having today, and to take us through today's session, we have with us one of our experts from AXA Mansard, like I mentioned earlier, and her name is Funmilayo Kunle-Komalafe. Funmilayo joined AXA Mansard PLC in March 2016 as a team lead, SME Island. She has 17 years experience in the financial services industry. Funmilayo started her career at EcoBank PLC as an executive trainee in April 2008. In EcoBank, she served as a relationship manager in both Legally and Yoride and Oyinjola Yemi branches of the bank. In April 2013, she joined UBA PLC, where Funmilayo became Profit Center Manager, Mass Affluent, and in August 2014, she became a relationship manager in the commercial team of Lagos Central branch and later was redeployed to Chevron branch as a relationship manager. Funmilayo is a graduate of accounting from Bowen University, Iwo, Osun State, an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, and has an executive MBA from Business School, Netherlands. She is an executive coach of the International Coaching Federation. Funmilayo is currently the group head, SME and Wealth Management at AXA Mansard Insurance PLC. So please can we welcome our facilitator today as she takes today's session. Madam Funmilayo, please, you can go ahead and take over there.
Good morning, everyone. Please confirm you can see my video before I go ahead. also go ahead to share my screen. Please confirm you can see it and that you can hear me clearly. I'm currently sharing. If you can unmute, please let me know.
Yes, you can see your screen. And we
Okay,
can hear
thank
you
you.
loud and clear.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Omotayo, for the introduction. Once again, good morning, everyone. And as earlier introduced by Omotayo, my name is Funmilayo Kunle-Komalafe, and I'm the Group Head SME and Wealth AXA Mansard Insurance PLC. Today, I will be facilitating today's session, which we have titled Developing Contingency Plans. The benefits of implementing insurance. I'll introduce briefly who we are as an organization, because I know there'll be a couple of people on this call who don't even know who AXA Mansard Insurance PLC is. You might have seen an advert somewhere. You might have come in contact with the company. One, I'll briefly introduce what contingency plan is and the types of contingency plan we have, benefits of a contingency plan, insurance for business down to our contacts. So from today's session, at the end of today's session, you will understand the concept and the value of contingency plan, know the types of contingency plan, and you also and then we're a global company and we're in over 50 countries. We have 154,000 employees. We are serving over 95 million customers. At the end of the year 2024, we grossed over 110 billion euros in gross revenue, and we closed with an underlying earnings of 8.1 billion euros. And just like I mentioned, we have consecutive assets under management was 759 billion euros. AXA Mansard, who are we as an business segment, cut across property and casualty, life and savings, health management and asset management. Property and casualty, where you talk about your assets, life and savings, where you talk about savings and life itself, health management, where you talk about health insurance, asset management, where you talk about, as at the end of 2023, we're rated by AM Best, the #1 global rating agency in the world. Based on our financial strength rating, we were rated B+ and a triple B based on our issuer credit rating. What is a contingency plan? I'm sure when you saw the flyer, some of you would have been, what does contingency plan mean? Or maybe you've also heard it in passing. Oh, you need to do it. You need to have a contingency plan in place. Maybe you've also and your organization needs to put in place contingency plan. What's a contingency plan? A contingency plan is so before I define what contingency plan is, let me define what contingency means so that it will drive home the point for everyone. Contingency is a future negative event that we don't know will happen and that can affect your business. And if you look at the image on the right, you can see a crystal ball. Look, you are looking into that crystal ball and you're trying to say, oh, can you help predict what the future looks like for my business? Or can you help predict what event will happen tomorrow? That's what a contingency is. A contingency is a future negative event that may happen, but you cannot predict its certainty. For example, when EndSARS happened, how many of us knew that it was going to have a negative effect on our business? When COVID happened, how many of us knew that it was going to happen? That is exactly what a contingency is. What is now a contingency plan? You create a contingency plan when you have identified a risk that an emergency can happen and you need that something has to be done to either prevent that emergency or to either minimize that damage. And what do? It includes the list of actions that you need to put in place when the event or the disaster happens. And contingency plans include insurance policies that can cover the losses that might arise even during or after the negative event. It may not cover all the costs, or it might not even cover all the scenario. That is just the truth. Insurance policies does not cover all contingencies. For example, there's what you call in insurance, there's what you call business interruption insurance. It will not cover you during a pandemic, for example, like COVID. It will not cover you if an Ebola happens. However, SMEs, we found out that SMEs suffered even during the coronavirus pandemic. And here, contingency plan, when you put contingency plans in place, it helps you prepare ahead for various disasters, because we have various type of risk that can impact your business, that can lead to you not being able to continue that business in the future. But when you put contingency plans in place, it helps you mitigate whatever risk that crystallizes, even from that event or from the disaster. So types of contingency plan. Now we have defined what contingency is, and I've also explained what contingency plan is. Types of contingency plan, and the reason why you need to know the types of contingency plan is so that you can be able to drill down and know the ones insurance policies will address and the one insurance policies will not address. What other things you need to put in place to address, for example, a pandemic? If tomorrow there is another coronavirus, which we don't pray for, what do I need to put in place to ensure that my business is stable, to ensure that my business keeps thriving, to ensure that my business keeps running? Firstly, one of the types of contingency plan that I will take you through is asset protection. Contingency plans might involve, when it comes to asset protection, you might need to take up insurance policies that will pay you cash in the event that a particular contingency occurs. For example, you have, I'm going to drill down when it comes to asset protection, your stock. You currently run a supermarket, and there are what you sell in there, they are your stock items. What in the event that there's a vandalism. During NSAS, NSAS came into stores and were cutting away people's goods. What happens during that kind of incident? What kind of contingency plan will you put in place? One of for asset protection, insurance policies to enable your business. Another type of concern is business continuity and recovery. Earlier in June, I took a session on business continuity. I don't know if we have anyone on this call that attended that session. Business continuity and recovery is another type of contingency plan. SME, you need to plan to ensure that your business is able to operate during an event and even after an event. And the type is what you call the business continuity plan, just like I deep dived on during our session in June. A business continuity plan or business recovery plan. That is what you put in place to address some other types of contingencies. Business continuity and recovery plan is what you put in place, for example, for if a pandemic happens. I know that in this part of the world, a lot of people, they say, oh, God forbid, this will not happen. I'm praying. Yes, prayer is good. We need to pray. However, what has made large corporates stand still today is all these contingencies plan, business continuity plan that they have in place for their businesses. Large corporates that you see today, they didn't just start being large corporates all of a sudden. Some of them started small, just like you have started small. But as you move along, it is the structure you put in place for that your business that will make that your business to even outlive you. Then another type is cybersecurity. Whether we want to believe it or not, cybersecurity is important with any type of disaster all over, because they will often try to take advantage of a crisis to track into your company's systems and steal data or even disrupt your business operations. However, contingency plans are used to outline the procedures for cybersecurity teams to protect an organization from threats and malicious attacks. When you have contingency plans in place, when a threat or even malicious attack, and that is what contingency plan does when it comes to technology. Because your data. And finally, we'll talk about special considerations. A contingency plan can also prepare the loss of intellectual property through theft or destruction. Today, you have an idea. Your idea is your intellectual property. How to ensure that that intellectual property is not stolen or even destroyed? You need to back up critical files and computer programs, as well as even your company patents. That your idea is only identified to only your company. You run a company today, you run a business today. The idea you have is only for you. What have you done? What have you put in place to ensure that critical files and computer programs or key company patents are maintained even in a secure off-site location? And that is what you have to put in place. Your company patent, what you don't want stolen, even when a disaster happens, needs to be maintained in a secured off-site location. And those are the different types of contingency plan. That we have. Benefit, what does this do for you as a business? If I put all this in place, how will it be, what is the need for me? When we talk about benefits of a contingency plan, we're referring to mitigating the negative impact of that contingency, that disaster or that event. Firstly, it will minimizes loss. When you have a contingency plan in place, for example, you have purchased insurance policies to protect your business, losses are minimized. I go back to the NSAS issue that happened. Stores that were vandalized. For example, those business owners that have insurance in place, their losses were minimized because insurance policies, the insurance company that would have insured those companies paid their claim, had customers that were affected. Their claims were paid off and they didn't have, nothing happened to them. Their business was still running even during the incidents. Their business was still running, and even after the incidents, they still continued. So that's the minimization of loss minimization that we're talking about. When you put that plan in place, you have purchased an insurance policy, you have a business continuity plan in place. There's cyber security to protect your data. You see that losses are minimized. Protect your reputation. When companies that communicate effectively during crisis, they often preserve public trust. The public will trust you. They will always want to keep working with you. They will always want to keep patronizing you because immediately that crisis has happened, you have communicated effectively during that crisis. Trust is preserved. Your reputation is protected. Then thirdly, it supports continuity. All those plans, contingency plans, it includes protocols for events like strike. Strike can happen. We know that at times strike happens even in Nigeria. However, when you have all those contingency plans in place, your business can still continue. Your obligations, you still meet your obligations. And finally, it improves your risk profile. Lenders and insurers may offer better terms to companies with contingency plans in place. What does that mean? For example, I will talk about lenders, and which is why you hear some SMEs, they will tell you, oh, it's difficult getting a loan from banks. I can tell you that it's not difficult. When you have the right structure in place, you can easily get funds from even banks, commercial banks, microfinance banks. When you have contingency plans in place, all the structure you have put in place, business continuity plan, lenders, it improves your risk profile because lenders know that, okay, we know that there's a backup. Oh, this company has insurance policies in place. So it means that this business will always continue. There's continuity. So there will be no fear of releasing their funds to you. And these are the benefits of having contingency plan. So then we now go to, so I've spoken about types of contingency plan. So at this point, I will take you through insurance for business. What are the insurance policies SMEs can put in place to ensure that there's peace of mind even for you as you move along? Firstly, I will take you through what I've titled Insurance 101. You know, when we enter the university in 100 level, our lecturers take us to basic courses, so we understand the courses that we have applied to study. So firstly, what does insurance mean? It is an arrangement by which a company undertakes to provide a guarantee of compensation for a specified loss, damage, illness, or even death in return for the payment of a specified premium. Premium is an insurance word. And in your own word, you can say, you can call it fee. When I come to you you sell a product, I come to you to say, I want to buy that product you're selling. You tell me that product is 500 naira. That fee that I will be paying for that product, which you refer to as a fee or which you refer to as a price, in insurance it is called a premium. Here, the insurance company is undertaking to provide a guarantee of compensation in case there's a loss, in case there's a damage, in case there's an illness. Your employee can pass away, your employee can be sick, in return for what we have called a premium. Secondly, insurance is also a means of protection. And that's just the simple word. If you don't take anything away from today's session, insurance is protection. That's just the word you should just take home today. It is protection from financial loss, because it's a form of risk management used to hedge against the risk of a contingent or certain loss, just like I have mentioned from the beginning of my presentation. Protection from financial loss, which we use to hedge against the risk of a contingent loss, a contingent that I explained to you, what you don't know will happen. Then thirdly, policy. In insurance, when you pay for that insurance policy, you get a contractual agreement, which is between you, your company, and the insurance company. So that contractual agreement is what we call policy. Then the fourth one, which you need to know, is in insurance. If you remember earlier, in the benefit of contingency plan, I mentioned one of the benefits is minimization of loss. In insurance, even though the insurance company has protected you and will be paying your claim, one of the things you also need to know that in insurance is what we call deductible. It is the portion of a loss that you have to pay in the event of a claim. So if a claim happens tomorrow, you have put in place you have taken up a fire insurance policy, or for example, you have a motor insurance in place. For motor insurance, there is what we call deductible. And it is that deductible. That deductible is what you, the business owner, will bear. And the question is, someone can ask me, why do I have to bear a portion? The reason you have to bear a portion is to make you accountable. Because you have an insurance policy in place, you can decide to be carefree. However, deductible has been put in place to also ensure that you, the business owner, you are also playing your part and protecting the business. You are not saying I have burglary insurance and every day you close the shop, there's no burglary proof, you don't lock the office very well, you just leave it open and say, I have insurance. Nothing can happen. The insurance company will pay me. No. When there's a deductible, you will ensure that you do your part. Then claim, which is the reason why your business is being protected. It is a formal request you made to the insurance company in the event that a loss or a damage happens. And second to the last, indemnity. What does indemnity mean? The legal principle that ensure that you are put in the same financial position. That's what we do as an insurance company. Yes, we protect you, but the legal principle for us is to indemnify you. We must ensure we put you back in the same position you were even before the loss happens. You were running your business swiftly. Suddenly a fire incident happens and everything in your shop is gone with fire. Because you have an insurance policy in place, you have a fire insurance in place, we will indemnify you and ensure that you are put in the same financial position you were even before the loss happened. And finally, sum insured. when you want to buy an insurance policy, what is the value of that stock? The value of your stock item, what's the value? If the value is 500 million, that's the amount you must insure for that stock insurance. What's the value of that car? That car that you have purchased, if the value of that car is 20 million, you must ensure that you insure it for 20 million. That's the sum insured. And it is the maximum amount that will be paid out to you in the event a claim happens tomorrow. So these are just the terms, basic terms you need to understand in insurance, so that when you are taking up an insurance policy, they are not strange to you. So benefits of insurance, you can see that from this, if you are looking at my screen, is exactly similar to the same benefits of a contingency plan. Firstly, it helps you minimize financial losses. When you have contingency plan in place, there's loss minimization for you. In insurance, it helps you minimize financial losses. It protects business continuity. It's the same thing for the benefit of a contingency plan. It promotes business continuity for you and aids in risk sharing. So what does that mean? In my previous slide, I said there's what we call deductible. When you have an insurance policy in place, you and the insurance company will be sharing the risk. However, the insurance company bears a larger percentage of that risk. As much as possible, they bear about 90 to 95%. So what are we now saying? If an insurance policy is already bearing 90 to 95% of the risk, and you only bear 10% or even 5%, why will you not take up an insurance policy? However, if you don't have an insurance policy, you will bear the risk alone. You bear it 100%. So, for example, all the people that their stores were vandalized during the NSAS, that they have insurance policy in place, they bought the risk themselves. Some of them are not in business today. That NSAS is still fresh in their memory because there's no insurance policy in place. Protect your business image. From the benefit of the contingency plan, there's a benefit there that talks about reputation. When you have insurance policy in place, there's a reputation. Your reputation will not be damaged. You protect the image of your company. When you have insurance policy in place, one of the things we also talked about is lenders will it improve your risk profile. So these are just the benefits of having insurance in place. So this one, I will take you through an insurance policy that we have tailored towards the small business, and which we call business insurance plan. Is a one-stop solution for SMEs, and is a standard insurance offering that covers 5 policies. It's just a one package insurance, but it has 5 policies in there. It protects your business content. What are they with your business content? Your business content includes furniture and fittings, office machinery, computers, and office equipment. In the event that they get damaged by fire, they are lost or they are stolen. And it protects your content against fire and burglary. Then there's a group personal accident. This one protects you, the business owner, and your employees against accidents or injuries that can occur in the office, and which can lead to disability. And this one fulfills the obligation of the Employment Liability Law Regulation under the Workmen's Compensation Act of 1987. Then we have the life insurance, which we have tagged SME Life. It means that if the business owner or any of the employee passes away while they are still in the employment of the organization, their beneficiary will be paying the benefits. So that's what the life insurance does. Then healthcare, this is the outlier here. Today, health insurance is becoming pronounced because it protects you from making out-of-pocket expenses. Medical bills today are very high because of inflation. Antibiotics that people used to buy before for 1,000 now goes for about 40,000, 30,000. When you have health insurance in place, it covers your medical expenses and eases you of any financial pressure of paying medical bills in full. And finally, there's what we call public liability. It protects your business against debt, bodily injury, loss, or damage to a third party. So we have 4 plans there. And you can also see what's the benefit of having this business insurance plan. It gives you more value for money. Just like I mentioned, 5 policies bundled into one package. You don't need to take health insurance in one company and take up fire insurance in another place. It gives you more value for money. It provides you a wide range of cover at relatively low cost. There's payment flexibility. You can pay on a monthly basis. However, if you need to pay on a monthly basis, it comes with a markup of 9%. You can pay on a quarterly basis to help your cash flow. It comes with a markup of 6%. You can pay biannually. It comes with a markup of 4%. And if you are paying, if you are making payments, if you are making a yearly payment, that does not come with a markup. It's a one-stop solution. Just like you walk into a supermarket and you get everything you need in that supermarket. So AXA Mansard is a one-stop shop for you as well. Ensure business continuity and stability. We already spoke about that when we talked about benefits of insurance and benefits of contingency plan. Easy to understand which solution. I know that some people say, oh, insurance, you come up with agreements that we cannot understand. For this type of policy, we have designed it for our SMEs to understand. And there's more underwriting flexibility as well. We can customize even different package for even SMEs, to address your industry. There's also peace of mind for you. So this just shows the pricing and the limits. The cheapest cover here is 52,000 per annum. The next one is 110,000 per annum. There's another one, 189,950 per annum. Then there's Pro Plus, 320,100 per annum. We also have other lower packages as well, that is lower than 52,000. And we have other optional cover. However, if you are buying this package, you must take the standard. The standard one here is what you are seeing here, business context. The other ones here, they are just optional. So you can't buy optional cover without buying the standard cover. So we'll drop our contact if anyone is interested in buying any of these policies, and can reach out to us. So in putting these policies in place, this just shows our requirements, proposal form, your CAC documents, your status report, evidence of payment, and then if you are buying motor insurance from us, these are just the requirements. We need to do inspection of a vehicle. Then if you need to make any claim, these are just the requirements as well. So this shows claim examples. When can you make a claim? For example, if you have bought a motor insurance policy from us, how will you know if this claim is covered? So I will give you an example. An example of a motor claim can arise from accidental damage, theft, fire, and property damage. Using accidental damage as an example, a claim can arise from accidental damage. It can happen from a third party, and your own vehicle, you and another vehicle, you are driving on the road, and for any reason that maybe we don't know about, a vehicle can lose control and they might hit you from the back. So in that process, a claim can be established in that process because that third party has damaged your vehicle from behind. So in that process, you can make a claim. So that's an example of a motor insurance claim. Then a property claim. A property claim can arise from a number of things: flood, storm, riot, fire incident. An example could, in this case, electric surge from an air conditioner used in an office space. If there's electric surge that leads to a fire incident, thereby causing damage to the property or properties insured within the office space, or maybe it's even your warehouse where you have that is used for your raw materials or your stock items. The AC, there's an electric surge from the AC, and it leads to fire incidents, and the whole warehouse is is raised up in fire. All your stock items, they are burnt. In that process, you have a fire insurance policy. Then you can a claim as crystallized. And finally, group personal accident claim. A group personal accident claim can arise from any of the following: injuries to your employee as a result of accident, death to any of your employee due to an accident, permanent disability to an employee caused by accident, temporal disability to an employee as a result of accident. So an example of a group personal accident claim can be described as follows. Your employee can be climbing the staircase of the office building and they might slip and fall. The fall subsequently result in injuries to your employee. A group personal accident claim can be established in the process. So that brings us to the end of today's presentation. At this point, I would like to take questions. So this just shows our contact. So at this point, let me stop sharing so that I can see everyone again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Funmilayo, for that wonderful presentation. And so please, do we have questions in the chat box? Please, if you have questions for Madam Funmilayo, she's here to answer your questions. But while we wait for your questions to be dropped, please, I'll be launching a poll on your screen. It's very important that you please give us your feedback. Your feedback is very important to us. So please do well to fill please do well to fill the poll on your screen. Thank you. So please, we have questions for Madam Madam Funmilayo for her to answer. So while we wait, we have the polls on your screen. Please do fill this poll. Your feedback is very important to us. Thank you. And for those that might want probably join halfway or joined late and would like to, rewatch this session, please, you can go to our YouTube channel at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. I will put in the link in the chat box. So you could just go to our YouTube channel to rewatch this particular session. But we're still waiting for your questions. Please, if you know that you have questions. And while we wait for your questions, we also have launched a poll on your screen. Please do kindly help us fill this poll. Your feedback is very, very important to us. Thank you. Please help fill the poll on your screen. Your feedback is important to us. Thank you. Oh, so Kennedy, I think the poll has popped up on your screen. So can you confirm if you can see any poll on your screen? Please kindly confirm if you can see the poll on your screen. Okay. Is the only candidate that can see this poll on their screen? Okay, I'll be relaunching the poll now. So do please help us. So the poll has been relaunched on your screen. So please just fill the poll on your screen. The feedback is very important to us. Thank you. So please, can you confirm if you can see the poll on your screen now? So thank you so much, Madam Funmilayo, for taking us through the importance of developing contingency plans for our business and the benefit of implementing insurance for our businesses. And I'm very sure every single person that is on this session can say that they've learned a whole lot from this session, given that I think somehow we can all agree that Nigerians as a whole have like the wrong impression when it comes to insurance. And this is why we bring sessions like this to you, so you get to understand that insurance is not just a place where you just put your money, you know, or where your money is not just going to be put to good use. Is to help you cushion the effect of things that might crop up unexpected, unexpected things that might crop up, unexpected contingencies that might crop up that you unexpected events, issues that might crop up that you didn't plan for. Now I know, just like she said when she started the session, you know, when you tell Nigerians, what if this happens, and everybody be like, God forbid. Yes, we don't all pray that we go through um bad things, but we cannot all agree that bad things do happen. And it is now your own prerogative to ensure that you've put the necessary plans in place to ensure that when those things happen, unfortunately crop up, you have the right insurance in place that would help you cushion the effect of such events. And I'm very sure we've all learned a lot from Madam Funmilayo today. And please, 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 thank you. Thank you so much for those that feel this the polls. Please, your feedback is very, very important to us. It's key to letting us know, you know, hearing back from you is very important to us because it's key to letting us know how to go about, bringing you sessions and, topics that would be beneficial for business owners right here in Lagos State and in Nigeria as a whole. So thank you so much to those that have filled the poll so far. Please do fill the poll. Your feedback is very important to us. And one of the reasons why we keep asking that you fill the poll, we get to have your emails while you fill the poll. You don't need to, just in case if we miss out on it at any point, we get to have your email firsthand through this polls that you fill, so that we can easily share with you the slides from these sessions that we have. So while we're waiting for people to fill the poll, okay, Madam Funmilayo, someone is asking how they can get the SME package details.
Thank you, Mr. Kanayo. So our contact details. So I will share the package with I will send the presentation slides to Omotayo. So our contact details will be there. So you can pick it. Then I will also drop. I'll share it with Omotayo. So Omotayo will share with everyone. So you will find our contact details there. However, let me also drop all our phone numbers in the chat box, so that maybe you can also pick our details from there. So I hope that addresses your question.
Mr. Kanayo, that addresses your question. So we have the contact details for Adekunle Ogunsoya. We have the contact details for Tuchuku Abians. We have the contact details for our facilitator, which is Funmilayo Kunle-Komalafe. here in the chat box, and we also have the contact details for Olisa Emeka Odua. So for those that would like to, reach out, that would are interested in the packages that have been discussed during this session, you can please reach out to them, and also you can ensure that you also let them know that you are from Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. So they have packages for those that are from the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund that you can make available to you. So please do please, I need more people to please give us your feedback on the session. Please, we have launched the
Yes.
poll on your screen.
Sorry, 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 one more time, please. Sorry, Madam Rukayat, do you want us to reach out to you, because I can see you drop your number here, so that I can assign someone to call you?
So, Madam Rukayat, would you like for them to reach out to you? So I'll wait for Madam Rukayat's response. So please, so Brenda, would you like for them to reach out to you too? I can see that you've dropped your phone number also. So if you'd like for them to reach out to you, please do indicate so that they can assign someone to reach out to you, and make known to you the plans that are available. Thank you so much to those that have filled the poll so far. We need more people to please fill this poll. Thank you. So we are waiting your response. Look at Adegbenro and Brenda Gregory. Please, we await your response. Okay, yes, Rukayat has responded that she would like for them to reach out to her.
Oh, okay. I will assign, Madam Rukayat, I will assign it to someone. Person will reach out to you at the end of the session.
Okay, so Mr. Kende, you'll be getting the slides after the session. Since you filled the poll, we will have your email on there so we can share the slides with you after the session. So for those that missed out on the session, probably you arrived late or you joined us halfway through, I'll be dropping the link to our YouTube channel so that you can go back and rewatch this particular session that we're having right now. But then while we wait,
If anybody
okay,
has
so
any other
Brenda,
question on
Brenda,
the
oh,
session?
okay. So I think Brenda is one of your team members. She said she works with AXA Mansard and she can be reached for anyone interested in insurance policies. Please, can you confirm that? Funmilayo, please, can you confirm that?
Yes.
Okay. So for those that would like to reach
Yes,
out,
please.
Brenda has dropped her contact details in the chat box also. So I'm dropping the link for those that probably missed out on the
Okay.
session. I've dropped it in the chat box. For those that would like to go back to rewatch this particular session, I've dropped the link in the chat box for you to go back and rewatch it. Okay. So please, we need your feedback. Your feedback is very important to us. Please fill the polls on your screen. So while we wait for more people to fill the polls, we'd like to say thank you to all those who took out time from their busy schedules to attend today's session. We also like to say a very big thank you to Madam Funmilayo Kunle-Komalafe. Please, can we show appreciation to our facilitator in the chat box? We want to say thank you. Thank you for taking our time from your busy schedule to take today's session. And I'm very sure a whole lot of people learned a lot from today's session, and you'll be reaching out to your team for those that would be interested in you know in taking up one or two policies from all that is available that you've shared with them today. Thank you so much, Madam Funmilayo, and thank you everyone for attending today's session. This is the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, and my name remains Omotayo Akinwumi, Business Support Officer here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. So we look forward to having you at our next session. We'll be having another session next week, Wednesday, and this time around, it promises to be another, very, very insightful session. And on this particular session, we'll be speaking on pricing strategies that drives profitability, balancing competitiveness, and margin. So, we'll be speaking on, this particular topic, and we look forward to having you join the session. Oh, sorry, apologies. We'll be speaking on the clicks to customer blueprints. Now we're dropping the topic that we're speaking on next week, Wednesday, and we'll also be having our legal advisory session next week. So I've dropped the topic for next week's masterclass in the chat box. I would also be dropping the link to attend next week's session. We'll be having a legal advisory session on Tuesday, and we're having a masterclass on Wednesday. So you don't want to miss out on any of these sessions. And please do follow us on all our social media platforms and Lagos State Employment Trust Fund so that you don't miss out on any of these sessions. The links will be posted on our social media platforms, and you would be, learning a whole lot from all these sessions. Thank you so much, everyone, for being in attendance for today's session. Thank you once again, Madam Funmi. We hope to have you when next. We hope you'll be available when next we need you to take another session for our participant. Thank you, everyone, and do enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Omotayo, and thank you, everyone.